Sister-in-law, why are you here?
Andrew, why are you here?
Wait, this isn't wrong. This is my lucky lodge. Then don't panic. Sister-in-law, on your wedding night, instead of being in my brother's room, you came to my room. For what?
Miss Sinclair! Why are you here? Pearl, where's your lady? Oh no, there must have been a mix-up with the bridal sedans. Could Miss Miranda have gone to Lord James's courtyard?
She is just waiting for the deed to be done. In my past life, before the wedding, Miranda invited me to her room to talk. After drinking the tea, I blacked out. When I woke up, I was already in the bridal sedan, though the mistake was found in time and we swapped back on our wedding night. Lord James was exceptionally cold to me. For the next dozen years, I worked myself to the bone, managing the manor's affairs. I was respectful and humble, and dutiful to my in-laws. Yet my mother-in-law mocked me for failing to bear a child. When I called Lord James and the widowed Miranda in bed together, that I finally realized just how stupid I was. The vile pair conspired to force me out, and banished me to the country. In my final dying breath, Miranda stood before me.
Even as the legitimate daughter. So what? You still drank those barren tonics for years. And now look at where you are. The title of Lady of the Manor can only be mine.
In this new life, those who wronged me, I won't spare a single one.
I beg you, Madam Rivers, seek justice for Charlotte.
This sister-in-law really knows how to act, but it is understandable. The eldest daughter of the Minister of Finance, the #1 belle of Northgate, with unmatched beauty, by a twist of fate, she married me, a notorious playboy. Having complaints is only normal.
Charlotte, we can't just let this go. I'll make sure James gives you an explanation.
Madam Rivers, when I arrived at Lord James's courtyard, they had already gone to bed.
What?
Already in bed? With my wife.
How could this happen?
Disgraceful! Tell them to hurry up and get over here at once!
Big sis. How dare you call me Big Sis?
Are you crazy? Charlotte Sinclair, take it out on me if you are mad! Leave Miranda out of this!
Lord James, this is all my fault. If Big Sis blames me, it is only right.
This was just an accident. What right does she have to blame you? Lord James! So fierce, glad she is not my wife.
Big Sis, how could you hit Lord James? Lord James, after this slap, we are even. As for today, I ask Lord Rivers and Madam Rivers to give the Sinclairs an explanation.
Charlotte, I know you feel wronged, but what is done is done. You are the only one I want as my daughter-in-law. Nothing can change that. As for Miranda, she'll just have to settle as a concubine.
But mother!
Shut your mouth!
You must be joking. The Sinclairs are an honorable family. We are not a destitute family selling its daughters. How could we ever let daughters share a husband? 2 daughters serving 1 husband. Andrew is actually quite decent. Why don't we just roll with this mistake? Huh?
What do you mean, huh? You silly boy. Quick, call her your wife.
Yes, exactly. Let's roll with it. 20 years in this world. Never met a woman like her? Did I just get a wife? Or did I get a boss?
This infamous playboy actually has a nice face. He has this vibe between a boy and a man, with a dashing charm. It is just a pity. He fools around all day and failed the exams 3 times. Being useless is one thing, but at such a young age he even had an accident.
I'll go sleep in the study then.
Stop right there.
Is there anything else?
Might as well make the best of it. If this playboy is truly a lost cause, being a widow wouldn't be so bad.
Miranda and James have been secretly seeing each other. Today's bride swap was all they're doing. Either way, I can't let this go. Can you?
Yeah. Wait, no. She didn't want to marry me anyway. And my brother is the heir. How can I compete with him?
Destiny is in your own hands. If you don't fight, how do you know you can't win? Right now, you and I are in the same boat. In this life, I cannot do worse than Miranda.
Then what should I do?
Study. Take the exams and earn a title.
Study? You might as well just strangle me. I'll just sleep in the study.
On our wedding night, if you leave me all alone here, aren't you afraid I'll become the laughingstock of the manor?
Then I can sleep on the floor.
Good morning, father and mother.
Good girl. Come, sit down.
Father, Mother.
So you still call me your mother.
Mother, please have some tea.
I'll be blunt. Your status makes you unworthy of being the lady of the manor. If you know your place, when Lady Heir arrives, James won't treat you unfairly.
Yes, I understand.
Lottie, I know marrying Drew has been tough on you, but don't worry. If this boy ever steps out of line, just tell me. I'll stand up for you.
All you want. We'll see if you can still laugh later.
What?
Have him study. Mother, do you really want him to spend his life wasting away at the manor?
But Lottie, you must have heard. Drew just isn't cut out for studying.
Mother, it is not that I mind his lack of ambition, but he can't spend his whole life living under yours and father's protection. Have you thought about the future? Besides, how do you know that he can't do it? I remember my husband, at the age of 12, passed the scholar exam. He was even praised by Dean Carter of the Royal Academy for his brilliant mind.
Ever since Drew passed the exam at 12, it is like he became a different person. All of a sudden, he began to hate studying, getting into fights. He went from a genius boy into an ignorant playboy.
This proves my husband is actually gifted. I believe that he is an uncut gem. Mother, please trust me. Perhaps there is more to the story.
Oh, all right, I believe you. I am sorry I am late, miss. You've been wronged. When Madam heard about this, she was furious. She asked me to bring a message and ask you, miss, what you want to do.
Miranda is just an illegitimate daughter. On the wedding day, how did she fool everyone so smoothly? Tell me, Nanny. Behind the scenes, was someone pulling the strings?
Miss, do you mean Lady Faye. Could it be?
Could it be? It seems my dear father is behind this.
Nanny, go back and tell my mother. It is a blessing in disguise. My marriage to Andrew Rivers is of my own free will. By the way, earlier, the thing I asked you to look into, how did it go?
Miss, don't worry. I saw that maid myself head into that room.
This time, none of them will get away.
Where's that bastard Andrew Rivers? I am gonna beat him to death today! Master Andy Rivers is currently at the treasure hall. How dare he! On the very first day of his marriage, he goes out fooling around. Saddle my horse! Today, I am going to beat him to a pulp!
Charles has a quick temper. He doesn't hold back. If he hurts our son-in-law, what should we do?
We should send a page to wait at the palace gates and pass word to Mr. Sinclair.
And tip off the city magistrate too, just in case someone gets killed.
You are so thoughtful, Lady Faye.
Greenie, use headbutt! General, dodge! Bite him!
What even is that? Is that a cricket? Looks like a roach.
My general is just having a bad day. Once he is full, he'll crush your Greenie.
Oh, so much for the general. My Greenie ate him up. So, you brought a goddess home. Must have been thrilled last night, huh? Yeah, your wedding night. How was it? Don't bring that up. Come on. She is the belle of Northgate. Beautiful and smart. What is there to complain about?
Exactly, you lucky dog. Don't be so ungrateful.
True. She is way prettier than Miranda. James is totally blind.
Alright, enough of that. Tonight, we count on Greenie.
To redeem us!
Get him.
Andrew Rivers! Get your ass out here! Andrew Rivers! Get the hell out here!
Bro, what is your problem?
Is this your brother-in-law?
Brother-in-law? Charlotte Sinclair, I think she does have a brother.
You have the nerve to ask me?
You wanna go? Victor, keep Greenie safe!
Going behind my sister's back to keep a woman! Cover me!
Bad news, miss! Master Charles gathered his men and stormed off to find your husband. What? Where are they? Prepare my horse at once.
Father, why are you here?
You have the nerve to ask me? After what you've done? Are you really playing dumb?
Master hasn't even finished his shift yet. How did he get here so fast?
This whole thing, who benefits from blowing it up? Not hard to guess.
Just catching up with my brother-in-law. Is there a problem?
Just having a little chat, catching up! Father-in-law.
Well, we're starting a brawl here! Mr. Sinclair! Andrew, Charles, I received a report that someone here is causing a disturbance.
Your Honor, there must be a misunderstanding.
Yeah, exactly. My brother-in-law and I were just sparring. Things just got a little loud. Sis, why are you here?
I came to take my husband home. I am here to take my husband home.
I am so dead.
Sir, as for today's matter, I believe my son and Andrew were just fooling around.
You are right, Mr. Sinclair. I was too hasty. Since everything is fine, then I'll just be on my way.
This is my lady.
Charlie, I know you wanted to stand up for me, but as you can see, your brother-in-law isn't bad. You acted way too recklessly today. Go home and reflect on your actions.
Got it, sis. My lady, I'll go home and reflect on my actions too.
Let's go.
My lady, your brother attacked me for no reason and just beat me up. Look at this!
Charlie is just hot-tempered. I apologize to you on his behalf.
Will my behavior just now make her think that I am too frivolous?
However, you were also in the wrong today. On our first day of marriage, you left me behind to go have fun. What you promised me last night.
Take the exams. I don't think I agreed to that. Please, don't cry.
So you promised.
I promised. I guess.
A pretty face will be the end of me.
We will be visiting my family in a few days. Husband, you should get some rest. What are you looking for?
It is nothing. I just lost a little something.
Where did this bug come from?
My Greenie! You died so horribly! Greenie!
Greenie.
Even though you died completely flat, but in my heart, you will always be plump. Greenie. Goodbye.
Husband, I was too careless today. I'll help you catch another one soon. Greenie, how about that?
I didn't expect, after coming to this strange world for nearly 20 years. I felt respected by someone. Respected by someone. Others think I'm just wasting my life on toys, but she actually offered to help me catch another. Greenie.
I heard Miss Sinclair is beautiful and talented. Who'd have thought by a twist of fate, she ended up marrying a useless playboy?
Tell me about it. Her half-sister really lucked out. The poor lady must be crying her eyes out.
She married me because she had no choice. And now she faces this gossip. She must feel so wronged.
My dear, father-in-law, he won't get physical, right? He wouldn't really hit me, right?
Rest assured, my husband. My father cares about his image. He wouldn't in front of everyone embarrass you. Father.
You wretched girl!
Sis, Lottie!
Father-in-law. Oh, what a temper.
I don't know what I did wrong to make you so angry, Father.
Even if Lottie did something wrong, why can't you talk to her nicely? You even hit your son-in-law. People will laugh if word gets out.
Yeah, Father, how could you hit Sis?
Fine. You are all taking her side. Do you have any idea what she did behind my back? What a fine daughter I raised, actually having a secret affair with another man!
My lord, there must be a misunderstanding. How could Miss Sinclair do such a foolish thing? Yes, Father. We all know Big Sis's character. There must be more to this. Big Sis, isn't this His Royal Highness's handwriting? So you've been with His Royal Highness all along.
The handwriting in this letter's definitely hers. We haven't wronged her.
Prince Henry is Lottie's cousin. These are just ordinary greeting letters. There is nothing improper.
Just based on this, you conclude, Father, that I am having a secret affair.
In these letters, you poured your heart out to Prince Henry, and said you regretted not marrying him. Isn't that enough?
What if I told you that these letters were not written by me?
They were found in your study, and the handwriting is yours. Still trying to deny it?
Father-in-law, even a criminal gets a chance to explain. You are Charlotte's father. Won't you even hear her out?
Fine. You claim you didn't write this. Do you have proof?
Before writing, I have a habit. I infuse the paper with a floral scent. The fragrance stays on the paper and doesn't fade easily. But on these letters, there is no trace of it.
Maybe it has been a while, so the scent faded. Big Sis, I was just guessing. I didn't mean to doubt you.
If it has been a while, then why are the ink marks on these letters still fresh? Lord James, you are very knowledgeable. Could you please examine this for me? Tell us if the ink is new or old, and clear my name.
New ink is gray, not black, and harder than old ink. These marks are indeed new, no more than a month old.
Even so, you are not completely off the hook.
At this point, do you still not believe Sis, Father?
This person copied my handwriting so well it looks totally real. If it weren't for the fact that I know I didn't write this, I am afraid even I would be fooled. But no plan is perfect. This person overlooked one detail.
What detail?
You might not know this, husband. When I was a child, I always confused the names Henry and Harry. I would always write Cousin Henry as Harry. Take a look for yourself.
It indeed says, Cousin Harry. Only this so-called love letter uses the name Henry. It seems the forger didn't know my wife's little quirk. Not a very good copy. Father-in-law, are you satisfied now?
Charlotte, I am the one who misunderstood you.
No need to apologize, Father. The one you hit wasn't me.
Big Sis, Father knows he was wrong. I am sure that you won't hold it against him.
Kneel!
Nanny Quinn, what is going on here?
Mr. and Mrs. Sinclair, on the day Miss Sinclair got married, I saw this maid sneaking around. She was acting suspiciously, so I followed her. To my surprise, she went into Lady Quinn's room.
Oh no, Charlotte played me.
Lady Faye, why is a maid from my daughter's room so close with you?
Mr. and Mrs. Sinclair! I'm innocent! I didn't do anything!
Father, Mother, there must be a misunderstanding.
Father-in-law, I don't believe Miranda's mother would do such a thing either.
Lord James, this is a Sinclair family matter. It is not your place to interfere.
Madam, I simply heard that Miss Ruby is very skilled and ties beautiful knots. So I invited her over for some pointers. Look, madam! This is a lucky knot I made for Miss Sinclair. I only want the best for Miss Sinclair. Why would I ever harm her?
Ruby, I've always treated you well. Why would you ruin my reputation like this? This involves the Crown Prince. One wrong move, and your whole family will be executed.
This letter was clearly written by you, miss.
Miss, it is my fault. I was so foolish. Please save me.
Mr. and Mrs. Sinclair, these pieces of jewelry were found in the room of this maid. As a second-class maid, even if she saved up for a year, she could never afford such expensive jewelry.
This Ruby Phoenix hairpin. Haven't I seen Lady Faye wearing it?
Isn't this what I lost 2 days ago? To think this maid stole it.
Aunt Faye, you a traitor and a thief! A maid like her, or Sinclair family, cannot keep around. Sell her off immediately!
Miss, please save me. I know I was wrong.
Our master-servant bond is over. You are begging the wrong person.
Looks like her family is in Lady Faye's hands.
Move!
I am sorry. You both had to witness this mess.
Thanks to you, father-in-law. We got to see. Such a spectacle.
Good boy. Does it still hurt?
Mother, you worry too much. I've always had thick skin. My parents beat me a lot. This pain is nothing.
Our Lottie, she's been spoiled since she was little. I was worried she'd be treated badly after she married. But seeing you protect her so well, I am finally relieved. Charlie, take your brother-in-law for a walk.
Me? Take him? Got it? Sis, let's go. Brother-in-law.
Lottie, this has been hard on you.
Mother, James Rivers is not a good match. And the Faye ladies, they act so boldly only because they have backing. Don't you think, Mother?
Your father, I finally see it now. For all these years, favoring Lady Faye alone was one thing, but to actually scheme against you this time.
This counter scheme may not take down the Faye ladies, but it will make you wary of Father.
Lottie, don't worry. You won't suffer this grievance for nothing.
Rest assured, Mother, I married Andrew Rivers willingly. These past few days, I've observed his nature. He is mischievous but pure-hearted. Given time, he might not be worse than James.
From what I saw today, that boy isn't nearly as bad as the rumors say.
You mean Charlotte deliberately baited us and set a trap beforehand? I don't know when that girl Ruby gave herself away. She played us at our own game. I underestimated Charlotte. Mother, I am already married to the heir. Why go to all this extra trouble? I am just worried that the heir still has feelings for Charlotte. Even though the swap was successful, men are fickle by nature. What they can't have is always the best. Impossible! James only loves me! Forget it. She was one step ahead this time. But she won't be lucky every time.
Where is Ruby?
She was taken away. She was just sold. She got off too easy.
Keep track of where she goes.
Are you going soft on her, miss?
Have someone watch her. Make sure they see her breathe her last.
Understood, miss.
So she knew all along about her maid's betrayal. Today was just an act. It seems everyone played right into her hands. She is a gorgeous flower, but a man eating one.
Got it! Here. Now, give this to sir. I promise to catch you a greenie. Charlotte Sinclair never breaks her word. Why are you looking at me like that? Do I look awful right now?
So, the man eating flower has a cute side too.
Thank you, my lady.
Have someone watch her. Make sure you see her. Breathe her last.
Charlotte Sinclair never breaks her word.
Ruthless and decisive, innocent and sweet. Which one is the real Charlotte?
Young Lady Rivers.
Husband, reading. I see. The autumn exams are 5 months away. I had someone gather these books for the exams.
Isn't this a bit much?
Too much? Not really. From today on, I'll accompany you while you read.
What do you mean? You stay with me?
Eating and living together, sharing the sweet and bitter with my husband.
You call this sharing the sweet and bitter?
I get the sweet. You get the bitter? Sweet for me. Bitter for you.
My dear. A fortune teller once told me, I am not destined to be an official. Even if I take the exam 100 times, I'll never pass.
Then, take it 100 times.
My dear, you have no idea. I once had a dream. I cannot study, let alone take office. Otherwise, my family will be ruined, and I'll die young.
Then die. If you die, I'll bury you.
What an absolute load of nonsense.
Such a wicked woman. In a few days, I'll show you what a lost cause looks like.
Study hard, husband. I'll be testing you later.
Princess Grace's flower banquet. Princess Grace is Lady Grace's daughter. She always hated me, Queen Victoria's niece. If I don't go, she will definitely use it against me. Besides, in my last life at the flower banquet, I overheard something.
Who is she plotting against now?
Over here. Charlotte, ever since you got married, it has been hard to see you. Not at all. Here. How have you been? I am doing fine. So about Andrew, what is he really like? Everyone in Northgate knows his reputation. You are not mad, right? What else can I do? Since I am married, I have to live my life. Do you expect me to cry and throw tantrums all day? But I heard Andy is studying hard lately. Is a playboy like him really working that hard? Him. He probably sneaked out. The moment I left.
Sir! Make sure you come back early!
Keep it down.
Sir!
I told you, I am not doing this for Miss Rose. I am simply curious about what the celestial jade looks like.
Miss, I think that is your husband.
Lottie, is your husband here looking for you? The one he is looking for probably isn't me.
I think Miss Rose is still the prettiest.
Right? I told you, I am not doing this for Miss Rose. I am just curious about what the celestial jade looks like.
Who is this Miss Rose? Miss Rose is the star of the Willow House.
Does Andrew like this girl?
Shopkeeper, bring out your most prized possession, the Celestial Jade. Present it to us. Let the three of us have a look.
Yeah, that's it. Bring it out to show us.
Miss Rose recently put the word out that she wanted a piece of jewelry made of celestial jade. And today you come rushing here to look at the jade, still claiming it is not for that girl.
Believe what you want.
Master Andy, as you know, this is our prized possession. We don't show it to just anyone.
What do you mean by that? Do you think Master Andy can't afford it?
Bet you didn't expect this. Your name, Master Andy. Doesn't always work, huh?
Shopkeeper, name a price. Whatever it costs. They'll pay for it. They're loaded.
For a beautiful woman, you are willing to drop a fortune. Andrew Rivers Jr. What a big spender. All for a beauty. Dropping a fortune. Andrew Rivers Jr. What a grand gesture.
Andrew, you are being set up. In my past life, Prince William ended up taking this jade and presented it to the king. Back then, Prince William purposely leaked the news, causing everyone to fight over this jade. With Andrew being so flashy, he is just asking for trouble.
Lottie, don't be mad. Don't let it upset you.
Why did it have to be her who caught me?
Andy, you've really done it now. Spending money on another woman and getting caught by your wife.
Get out of here!
Stop talking nonsense!
Ma'am, I mean, Miss Sinclair, this is all a misunderstanding. Don't listen to their nonsense.
Exactly. Our Andy wouldn't buy it for Miss Rose.
What do you say?
I was wrong, my lady. I will never do it again.
And what did my husband do wrong?
I shouldn't have taken advantage of your absence to sneak over the wall for fun.
Andrew, you are so pathetic. Letting a woman walk all over you. You are a disgrace to all men.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Turns out he is totally whipped. Just shut up. What do you know? You are just jealous of me. You could never marry such a beautiful wife. Fanning yourself like a wannabe. What kind of man are you?
I am doomed. Here she goes.
And what about Miss Rose?
I don't even know this Miss Rose.
What about the jade? Still want it?
No, I am not buying it. I was just curious. They were the ones buying it. I am not buying it.
If that is the case, then sir, please come with me and go back to your studies.
Okay.
A grown man.
Totally whipped.
Sorry about that, everyone. My husband is just a bit hot-headed. Please excuse us.
There! Buster around by his own wife, can't stand up for himself! Afraid of a woman. I've long heard Miss Sinclair is gentle and reasonable. Seeing you today, it is definitely true. You live up to your reputation. Indeed.
If it wasn't for Charlotte Sinclair showing up out of nowhere, this plan would have worked.
I am sorry, dear. Please don't ignore me. You can yell at me if you want.
Why would I yell at you?
It is all my fault. I promised to stay home and study yesterday, but I still snuck out.
Next time, remember to use the front door. Okay. You have your own legs. Did you really think I'd try to stop you? But why did you suddenly decide to see the Celestial Jade today?
It is all Simon Shaw's fault. He kept bragging about the jade, making it sound so magical. And then Victor Thomas and Will Frost started arguing with them. They insisted on taking me today to open my eyes.
The Shaw family has no ties to Prince William. This doesn't seem like Simon's doing. Will Frost doesn't seem to be the sharpest tool in the shed. Could it be no? Could it be?
Husband, are you close with Victor and Will?
Not really. We're just birds of a feather. Dear, why are you suddenly asking about them? Don't tell me you've taken a liking to them. Don't tell me you fancy those too!
What if I do?
What is with your taste? Aren't I better looking?
Rest assured, husband. I also think you look better than them.
Didn't they say ancient women are reserved? Why so direct?
In 2 days, it is Princess Grace's garden party. Will you come with me?
I have exams coming up. I need to study hard.
Your half-sister. Why is she here too? Maybe the princess likes a big crowd.
Princess Grace has arrived!
Have a seat. Looks like everyone is here. Miss Sinclair is here too. I honestly thought you wouldn't come. You must be joking, Your Highness. You invited me yourself. How could I possibly decline? You personally sent me the invitation, so how could I, Charlotte, possibly refuse? I was just thinking that you must be bored at home. After all, you and Auntie don't exactly have much in common. That is why I invited you here to relieve your boredom. Thank you, Your Highness. But my husband and I, though we have different ambitions, have personalities that complement each other perfectly. So, my days aren't actually all that boring.
James, your ex-fiancée might not be as deeply devoted to you as rumors say.
You must be joking, Prince William. My engagement to her was arranged by our elders. Naturally, there is no real affection between us.
All right. No need to be so formal. Please enjoy yourselves. Miss, what is wrong? Snow, do you trust me? Of course, I do. Good. Whatever I do later, just stay calm. Don't panic. Don't worry, miss. I will never hold you back.
I must get to her before Prince William. I have to find Emily Goodwin. Miss Goodwin is the appointed crown princess. But if she's rescued by Prince William here at the princess's estate, who gets to marry Prince William? Who is it?
Miss Sinclair. I just heard some noise over here, so I came to check, Miss Goodwin. What happened to you? You need to leave. There are assassins in the estate. When I just heard the news, I accidentally sprained my ankle. In that case, I definitely can't leave you here alone. Miss Sinclair, thank you so much for today.
Coming here today was worth it, but I still need to find the assassins. Otherwise, just like my past life, these assassins will be found by Prince William and become his men.
Just call me Charlotte. My jade pendant is missing. Oh no! My jade pendant is gone. I must have dropped it somewhere. Snow, take Miss Goodwin to find a doctor. Her leg needs care right away. I'll go look for it. Shh. Be careful, Miss Sinclair.
Even if I can't stop the assassin, I can't let him fall to Prince William and become his weapon against Cousin Henry and Aunt. The blood hasn't dried yet. The assassin must be nearby.
Don't scream, or I'll kill you!
I won't scream. Please don't kill me. You are hurt. I mean no harm. I can help you escape.
Who is there?
Who is there?
Sorry. Did I startle you?
Miss Sinclair, what are you doing here?
My dress got a little dirty just now. I was looking for a tea room to change my clothes. But the princess's estate is so big, so I got lost. I thought I'd just hide here for a bit.
Miss Sinclair, there is an intruder in the estate. We're searching for him. For your safety, you shouldn't wander around.
Thanks for the reminder. Could you please ask a maid to show me the way?
Then please wait here for a moment. I will arrange for a maid to guide you shortly.
Is that sincere enough?
The estate is swarming with guards looking for me. It is heavily guarded. How will you get me out?
When did I ever say I'd take you out myself?
Are you backing out? Aren't you afraid I'll kill you right now?
There is a spot in the estate that is quite secluded. I can tell you where it is. But whether you make it out is entirely up to you.
Your Highness.
How is the search going?
To answer your Highness, we haven't found him yet.
With so many people, you can't even find one assassin. Useless. Keep looking. He must still be in the estate!
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Where did you just go? Where were you just now?
I just ran into Charlotte Sinclair.
Charlotte Sinclair. She was all alone. What is she doing so far away? Let's go, take a look.
Your Highness, right here. Miss Charlotte, I've brought your maid to you.
Greetings, Your Highness, Prince William. Your Highness, what brings you here?
I heard Miss Sinclair got lost all by herself. I just came over to take a look.
I must have made a fool of myself. Your Highness, what are you doing?
I just think the scenery here is quite nice. Who else is here?
Are you surprised to see me here, Prince William?
My lord, why are you here?
I thought you didn't come today. I was just worried about my wife being alone.
Prince William, you are standing way too close to my wife. My lady, care to explain?
What do you want to hear?
Do you know that assassin? Then why did you help him?
If I didn't help him, he probably would have killed me out of spite. Then what do you make of Prince William?
Utterly fake, two-faced, terrible actor. My lady, I was just talking. If Prince William hears this, I'll be in deep trouble. My lady, don't throw me under the bus.
Then what do you think, husband, between Prince William and Prince Henry, who has a better chance?
Nothing certain. It is still anyone's game.
People say he is brainless, a total fool, but his read on the court is crystal clear.
This is the wishing tree, not just for love. Other wishes work too. Would you like to try? I am good.
I'll take one, please.
Just a moment.
May those I care for be safe and sound. May Andrew live a long life, safe year after year.
Why am I included? Don't tell me it is just to fill up the space.
Yeah, otherwise it looks so empty, so uncomfortable.
Didn't you want me to pass the exam? Why not write that down?
I can't make 2 wishes at once, or the Buddha might think I am being too greedy. What then?
Oh.
I don't believe in gods. Today's visit is just for peace of mind. The things I want, I'll fight for them myself. Those who wronged me, I will personally make them pay the price. I will bide my time for now, waiting for the day I rise to the top.
Enduring and lying low for now, awaiting the day the hidden dragon soars.
You were distracted, Your Highness.
Master Sage, you outplayed me. I humbly admit defeat.
It is all because that woman earlier was spouting nonsense outside, distracting Your Highness.
What is on your mind?
Nothing. Did I keep you waiting?
Not at all. Ready to head home?
Please wait, miss. My mistress would like a word with you.
Who is your mistress?
My mistress is Her Highness, Grace, the princess.
Sinclair, daughter, you've got some nerve. How dare you play games with me?
Please calm down, Your Highness.
You said laying low today to soar like a dragon tomorrow. Was that meant for me?
It was meant for Your Highness, and for myself as well.
Coming to me. What are you after?
Charlotte wouldn't dare deceive Your Highness. I am here today for Cousin Henry. Your Highness is the prince's aunt. I beg of you, even if you won't take his side, please do not stand against him.
I like those eyes of yours. Charlotte Sinclair, I will remember you. Let's see what you are made of. Let's see what you are made of.
What did the princess mean by that?
Isn't this what Charlotte wore today? Could it be? Did something happen to her? Excuse me! How many paths lead down the mountain?
There is the main road and a secluded little trail.
Where is that secluded trail?
Straight ahead that way.
Thank you.
Your Highness, it seems Miss Sinclair has been kidnapped.
This girl sure has a lot of enemies. Kidnapping someone on my turf clearly shows they have no respect for me. If anything happens to her, I won't be able to explain myself.
Yes.
These people seem like professional assassins. When did I ever cross these guys?
Take another step, and I won't be able to hold my blade.
Brother, I have no grudge against you. Why do you want to kill me?
Miss Sinclair, why don't you think about who you've offended recently?
Miranda Sinclair. Impossible. She can't mobilize assassins. Lady Rivers. Also impossible. Could it be Prince William?
I am just a woman who rarely leaves her home. Who could I possibly hold a grudge against? Are you perhaps purposely giving me a hard time?
It seems Miss Sinclair won't give up until she sees her coffin.
Isn't this the assassin I saved at the princess's estate?
Who is there? You are dead!
Bastard! Who do you think you're messing with?
Andrew!
Are you hurt?
What are you doing here? Oh, watch out!
Andrew is so good at fighting!
Were you following me?
I wanted to return the favor, but didn't expect to see you kidnapped. I assume you helping me at the princess's estate was found out by Prince William. But since I just saved your life, or even now.
Don't forget, the reason I am in this mess is all because of you.
Then what do you want?
Tell you what, I'll pay you. And you work for me. Deal?
I am not a man who can be bought with money.
100 taels a time. $200.
Aye, Maxwell, I'm at your service.
I thought you weren't hurt. Where does it hurt?
I think I bumped my leg earlier.
Let me apply some medicine.
Okay. Thank you, husband. You were so fierce today, husband.
Was I?
Yeah. Seems my husband is quite a fighter.
As expected, I need to be on my toes when talking to her.
Please relay to my aunt. I was reckless this time. I only intended to scare Miss Sinclair. I meant no harm.
Your Highness's words will be relayed to the princess.
Since aunt refuses to see me, I'll visit another day.
The princess still won't see your highness.
Things were perfectly fine before. Ever since Charlotte Sinclair showed up, nothing has gone right for me.
Miss Sinclair is quite capable, managing to get close to the princess.
I almost forgot. Miss Charlotte is my royal brother's cousin. She just got married recently. I plan to make up for it with a wedding gift. I just don't know if this wedding gift will be to her liking.
A gift from your highness is a blessing for Miss Charlotte.
Any uncertain factors should simply be eliminated.
Are you feeling unwell anywhere else?
Just a bit dizzy. Don't worry, Lord Heir.
Since your body is weak, you should just stay put in the courtyard, so you don't get hurt, and blame it on others.
Mother, Miranda has been frail since childhood. Why must you be so harsh?
Lady Rivers, Lord Heir, her ladyship's pulse is strong and smooth. She is expecting.
Lord Heir, we're expecting.
I shall take my leave.
How is this possible? I clearly made this bitch drink the contraceptive.
We cannot keep this child.
Madam, I know you dislike me, but this child is innocent. Please, spare his life.
Mother, if you must punish someone, punish me. Don't make things difficult for Miranda and her unborn child.
Fool, if you keep this bastard, do you know what people will think of you? Miss, you should have seen it. Lady Rivers kept calling it a bastard, cursing so viciously.
Whether the baby will be born safely is still unknown.
Miss, I heard the servants gossiping that Miranda got pregnant using a secret remedy.
Miranda, because in our past life, you and James went behind my back and got pregnant secretly. In this life, I want to see if that remedy will even let you have this baby.
Master Andy, I was being so clumsy. Let me help you change.
How dare you!
No need. I'll do it myself.
Mrs. Andy Rivers.
You want to be his mistress.
Mrs. Andy Rivers, I meant nothing by it.
Then I am relieved. Snow. Find a nice place for this girl.
Mrs. Andy Rivers, I did nothing wrong. You can't do this to me. You are so jealous. Aren't you afraid Master Andy will hate you?
Disturbing your studies is truly an unforgivable crime.
Jack.
Yes, sir.
From now on, no irrelevant people are allowed in my study.
Understood, sir.
What are your orders, madam?
Why were you at Princess Grace's estate that day?
A few months ago, a bounty quest. The task was to find a woman around 30 with a disfigured face. I followed the clues straight to the princess's estate. What happened next? You already know, madam.
In my past life, the princess did have a woman wearing a white veil. Could the princess be looking for her?
It is so late. You should get some rest, husband.
My lady, I still have some reading to finish. You can go to sleep first.
It can wait a little longer. If you ruin your health, it won't be worth it.
Gosh, her hand is so soft. She grabbed my hand without a word.
Let's go then.
My lady, Victor and will want to get food in a few days. But don't worry. We're just grabbing a bite. Nothing else.
You've been working so hard lately. You deserve a good break. And some fun.
I knew my lady is so reasonable.
But husband, when you are out, be careful. Remember, always keep your guard up.
Don't worry, my lady. It is just a simple meal. Nothing will go wrong.
Come on! Let's go. How is the spot I picked? Up to your standards, Andrew.
It is not bad. I'd believe it if you said she is your aunt. I guess you'll do.
Miss Rose is going to dance in this pavilion tonight. You guys have no idea how hard it was to snag these seats. Hey, enough talking. Let's have a drink. This spring bliss is famously good. Let's drink.
Thank you all for your support. Whatever you wish to say to me, you can write on a floral note. I will randomly pick a few guests and personally go to share a drink with them.
Are we really this lucky? Looks like our trip today wasn't in vain.
With this many people, fat chance. We'll get picked.
Don't be a buzzkill.
I am so dizzy. Is it too stuffy in here?
My husband isn't back yet. It is a rare night out for him. He has probably lost track of time. It is fine to let him have some fun.
Young Lady Rivers! Young Lady Rivers!
What is wrong? Where is Master Andy?
Terrible news. Master Andy was taken away by the city magistrate's office.
Did he get into another fight?
It is not a fight this time. It is murder! That is wrong. Sir, didn't kill Miss Rose.
What exactly happened?
Miss Rose performed last night. Will and his friends suggested going to sea. Master Andy was reluctant, but didn't want to ruin the fun. The boat ticket was expensive, so I didn't board with them. Someone jumped into the lake! It is Miss Rose! Miss Rose jumped into the lake! Sir, when I saw him later, he was being dragged by the guards, looking completely dazed. People around said that Miss Rose was in the gentleman's parlor, so tried to take liberties with her. Unable to bear the humiliation, she drowned herself.
I am afraid this is a setup against Andrew. What about Will and Victor?
I heard that at the time of the incident, the two of them weren't even there.
How convenient.
What a coincidence.
Miss, you must trust Master Andy. He'd never do such a horrible thing. I trust my husband. He and Miss Rose had no grudges. Why would he go after her?
Master Andy has a great tolerance. He doesn't get drunk easily. Even if he does, at most he'd hug a rooster and sleep it off. But last night, for some reason, he actually got drunk.
Was Andy drugged?
Young Lady Rivers, do you think someone is trying to frame him?
Sometimes, even if you don't mess with others, they'll still come after you.
What do we do now? Master Andy must be suffering in there.
Keep this from his parents for now. I'll head to the magistrate's office. Jack, go pack some clothes and bring them to him later.
You really trust him, Young Lady Rivers. Right away, Young Lady Rivers.
Leave the rest to me.
You bastard! How did the Rivers family produce such a lawless menace?
Huh. If the porter wasn't so sharp, I feared tomorrow the manor would be the laughingstock of Northgate, while we were kept in the dark.
Andy actually killed someone. Thank goodness I didn't marry him.
This whole family really wears their thoughts on their faces.
Andy's mother, what a great son you've raised! It is bad enough he slacks off all day long. But now he is tied up in a murder case! The Rivers family will absolutely not tolerate this menace who ruins our family name. Mother, my son Drew, he could never commit murder.
Grandmother, the city magistrate merely asked my husband to assist in their investigation. He hasn't been convicted.
If they only arrested him, doesn't that prove his suspicion?
Of course not. We're not at a dead end yet. How can we jump to conclusions?
Charlotte, a murder charge is no small matter. If Andrew really did it, the entire manor will go down with him.
Absolutely not! That wretch must be banished from this family!
Grandmother, as a family, we rise together and fall together. If we cut ties over trouble, how would outsiders or even His Majesty look at us then? Big sis, even if you are desperate to save him, as a junior, you shouldn't talk back to Madam Rivers. You are certainly quite relaxed, sister. You are certainly quite relaxed, sister. You are certainly quite relaxed, sister. If we hadn't married the wrong men back then, you'd probably be more anxious than I am now. Sister, you are pregnant now. And during pregnancy, it is best not to overthink. You should just get some rest.
Grandmother, father, mother, Andrew's case hasn't been concluded yet. We might as well hear what the city magistrate's office decides.
Why is James taking Charlotte's side? Could he still have feelings for her?
Mr. Lewis, I've been expecting you.
Miss Sinclair, waiting here specifically for me. Must be about Andrew in prison.
Yes, naturally. It is about my husband's case. Don't worry, Mr. Lewis. I know the rules. I won't pry into the details. I just want to know how the case is progressing.
There is no solid evidence yet to prove Mr. Rivers is innocent. I am afraid he'll have to stay in prison a bit longer.
Heading to the Willow House. I'd like to go with you.
Miss Sinclair, you are a lady. How can you visit a brothel? Besides, I am on official duty. I won't let you interfere.
You are a man, sir. Naturally not as careful as a woman, if you miss any crucial details. My husband is the one who suffers.
Miss Sinclair, if you don't trust me, you can find someone else to handle this case. Why did you specifically ask for me?
When you came to the capital for exams, I saved your life once. Now I am calling in that favor. Will you agree to it or not? I know you are fair and honest. So, I'll be the bad guy here. She seems especially fond of orchids. Greetings, sir.
You are Rose's maid, Jewel.
Yes, sir. That is me.
On the night of the incident, did your lady see anyone? Did she do anything unusual?
I was guarding the door at the time. She was the only one in the room. Look at this, sir.
Was your lady in poor health? Why did she have all these herbs?
They're not for medicine. They're ingredients for incense. My lady made her own incense. Angelica. Cloves. Magua.
Sir said, when he woke up, there was a strong scent of orchids.
I found it.
What is this? Smelling this too long makes my chest tight. That will be all. You may leave.
Yes, sir. Why is there a sword here? Could it be she is a master swordswoman?
If Rose knew martial arts, how could Andrew Rivers force her into the lake? When I visited the prison to see Andrew, he suspected the room's incense was problematic. But the amber incense here is perfectly fine on its own. I wonder if this sachet, when mixed with it, would cause a strange reaction.
Looks like my husband will be home very soon.
You see, Mother, you didn't believe me. Look, my husband is back.
You little rascal. You are finally home.
Glad you are back. So glad you are back.
Wait a moment. Husband. Miss Charlotte prepared this especially for you.
She's not gonna hit me, is she?
Cleansing with mugwort. Wards off bad luck. After this ordeal, I hope you. The autumn exams are coming up soon. I hope this whole incident won't affect your mood.
My dear, everything you did for me. Mr. Lewis told me everything. My dear, I will work twice as hard from now on. I will never disappoint your expectations of me.
Rose killed herself, Andrew Rivers got off scot-free, and Lewis popped out of nowhere. Why do I even keep you useless trash around?
Lewis is a tough one. We just...
Absolutely not. Your Highness, if we make a move on Lewis right now, the death of an official and a brothel girl are entirely different. His Majesty will be furious and have the High Court investigate. When that happens, it'll inevitably involve the Crown Prince. Did your Highness forget? Prince Henry will be returning in over a month. You've suffered under the maternal family's power. We can take this opportunity to deal with Prince Henry.
That is a brilliant idea. The autumn exams are coming up. Are you all ready?
Rest assured, Your Highness, everything will go according to plan.
True. I am sorry. If it weren't for me dragging you into that mess, you wouldn't have ended up in jail. Why don't you just beat us up?
And Andy, about this whole thing, it really is our fault. Whatever makes you feel better, we won't complain. What are we?
Brothers!
So how can I blame you? But I heard from Mr. Lewis that the Rose case isn't that simple. Didn't the city magistrate's office say Miss Rose committed suicide for love? Rose found out someone's dirty secrets and was murdered. What secrets?
Why are you so curious?
I was just kidding. It is a government secret. How would I know? Do you really think your boy Andy is some kind of great Gatsby? Fair enough.
I mean, the autumn exams are almost here, and you are still goofing off.
Keep it down. What if Lottie finds out?
Yeah, don't say your bro doesn't share the good stuff with you.
What is troubling you, miss? Prince Henry is returning soon.
Isn't that a good thing? I heard Prince Henry won the battle. The king will surely reward him.
Will he? Really? The king is in his prime, yet the prince has become so remarkable. Outshining the king becomes a crime.
Miss, what are your orders?
Maxwell, I might need you to make a long trip.
No problem.
Lady, do you have anything to tell me?
Don't pressure yourself. Just do your best.
Lady, don't worry. I'll do my best. It is hot outside today. You should go back first.
See my husband like this? He must have it in the back.
Miss Miranda is here. She is here. You are heavily pregnant now, sister. You should really be resting. What brings you to my courtyard? If you trip and fall, you'll probably blame it on me.
Sister, we're sisters after all. How come since we married here, we've grown so distant?
Sister, it seems you have a short memory. You stole my marriage. And you still expect me to play loving sisters.
Sister, I know you still hold a grudge. But, as sisters, we should stick together.
Your visit today must be about something else.
I'd like your advice, sister. How do I make my mother-in-law so submissive?
You want Lady Rivers to submit to you, a mere concubine.
But Mrs. Rivers does whatever you say, sister.
That is just her good temper. Sister, you could have had this blessing as well.
Sister, didn't you say before that there is a way to make someone bedridden with illness?
You misunderstand, sister. What I meant was, we are only flesh and blood. Everyone gets sick sometimes. Lady Rivers may be overbearing, but she is still the heir's mother. Don't do anything foolish, sister, and take the wrong path.
You are just playing it safe and refuse to help. I have nothing to say. Today, just pretend I never came.
Has there been any drama in the East Garden lately?
I heard that yesterday, Lady Rivers got a new concubine for the heir. By the looks of it, she is quite sweet and lovely.
No wonder she is so anxious. Jewel is dead?
It was probably the day she came to return Rose's belongings that she was killed.
Then could you tell me, Mr. Lewis, did Jewel give you anything?
The design of this dress, why is it so familiar? I know I've seen it somewhere. In my past life, the dancer assassin at the palace banquet.
Watch out, father!
It was the Crown Prince! He ordered me!
No, it wasn't me!
Anyone could see he was framed. But the furious king would not listen to his defense. That incident was the catalyst for his downfall.
Miss Sinclair, did you figure something out?
I just think whoever was ordering Rose to do things, since they managed to leave no trace and somehow cover everything up, the mastermind must be powerful, extremely powerful.
I'll investigate it piece by piece, piece by piece. I will investigate this. This Charlotte Sinclair seems to be intentionally misleading me.
His Majesty has arrived!
Greetings, father.
With such injuries, no need to bow. How did you get hurt this badly?
I was incompetent.
Your Majesty, His Highness has been poisoned. This poison is extremely rare and highly potent. I currently have no clue about it.
Poisoned? Yes.
Your Majesty, to reach the capital sooner, the heavy cavalry was too slow, so the prince led a unit to ride on ahead. Unexpectedly, on the way, they were ambushed by the enemy. The prince was still recovering, so he was hit by a poisoned arrow.
Silence. I underestimated the enemy.
Just rest up for now. When you recover, I will surely reward you. Do everything in your power to cure the prince, otherwise it will be your head. I'll have your head!
Yes. Your Majesty.
Farewell, father.
Your Highness, please get plenty of rest these next few days, and take your medicine on time.
These past few days. Thank you for your hard work, Dr. Winston.
I shall take my leave.
Her Majesty the Queen!
Please, let her in.
My son. How did this happen?
Don't worry, Mother. Please listen to my explanation. Thanks to Cousin Charlotte. She mentioned in her letter that two tigers, father and son, would fight over territory, even coming to blows and killing each other until death. When I saw that, I understood immediately.
It seems we have to thank Charlotte for the reminder.
As soon as the prince was poisoned, His Majesty immediately dropped his suspicions. Our previous plan fell apart.
I had my men investigate. Henry was indeed poisoned. If he did this on purpose, then my dear brother is too ruthless to himself.
Don't worry, Your Highness. His Majesty only temporarily let his guard down. If there is even a hint of trouble later, his suspicions will surely reignite.
How did it go, husband? It is okay. If not this time, there's always next time. We'll try again next time. I heard some people don't pass until their 50s.
Just kidding! I did pretty well. You could say I fully showed my true capabilities.
Really? That is great! Let's go! Let's go home and celebrate! Husband, what are you doing?
The exam questions. Someone leaked them. The exam papers were leaked.
Oh, don't say your bro kept the good stuff and forgot about you.
The exam questions.
This is the teacher's predicted test. Supposedly from the Royal Academy. The teachers from the Royal Academy, you know exactly how good they are.
Husband, did you read that paper?
I just glanced at it. Then I tore it up. I didn't read it. I might be a failure, but I still have my integrity. As soon as I got the exam, I knew it was off. The questions on it and the ones Will gave me were exactly the same.
This is serious cheating. Good thing you didn't get involved.
But with such a massive exam scandal, the exam results will likely be voided. Ever since that incident, I've had to lay low for years. I finally wanted to take the exam seriously. Could it be I am really just not meant to be an official?
Husband, since you tried your best and gave it your all, how could I ever blame you for this?
Andrew holds the world in his heart and cares about the people. If he doesn't take office, it'd be a real shame.
Lottie, don't you think wasting time on a failure like me is a pity? It is such a waste.
I don't think my husband is a failure. And I'd never think that being with you is a waste of time. Andrew, please don't sell yourself short.
Hearing Andrew sounds much better than husband.
I pass!
Let me see. Let's see who the top 3 are.
If I didn't pass, will my wife scold me right here?
Top scholar? Victor Thomas! Victor Thomas? How could it be him? Second scholar, Michael Chapman. Head scholar? Andrew Rivers! My dear.
Congratulations, husband. It is true that hard work always pays off.
Andrew Rivers! You must have misread it! How could it be him?
Exactly. How could Andrew Rivers be the head scholar?
It is in black and white. It clearly says Andrew Rivers. How could I read it wrong?
Rigged! It must be rigged! Rigged! Where are the examiners? Out and face us! Face us! Rigged!
The things they said, don't take them to heart. The truth of the matter will soon be revealed.
My dear, do you really believe I didn't cheat?
If my husband says he didn't, then he didn't.
Don't worry. These accusations, I am used to hearing them. I won't take them to heart.
Harsh words chill to the bone. How could you not care at all?
Grandmother.
Drew is back.
I heard you came back as head scholar.
Yes, grandmother. Thanks to our ancestors' blessing, I suppose your grandson didn't let you down. I was lucky to get head scholar.
Drew! How dare you! Do you know what the penalty for cheating in the exams is? Are you trying to drag the Rivers family down to the grave with you?
Madam, please mind your words. Don't make baseless accusations. What proof do you have that Drew cheated?
Given your son's skills, could he really win head scholar?
Why couldn't he? My son, Drew, was only 12 when he passed his first exams. Grandmother, aunt, this exam list was reviewed by the Ministry of Rights before it was posted. If my husband didn't earn his title fair and square, wouldn't the Ministry of Rights be fools?
I am curious too. If he is head scholar, why hasn't the Herald arrived yet?
Maybe they got delayed.
Bad news, madam. The Ministry of Rights says someone cheated in the exams. The questions were leaked and sold to candidates. His Majesty ordered a full investigation.
How dare you! The truth is out, and you still deny it!
Are you so certain that I used dirty tricks to win head scholar?
How else? Did you just pass by blind luck? Andy! Your wretched son is beyond saving! He has brought such shame to our family! Today, I will kick him out of this house!
Brother, this is no small matter. The penalty for exam cheating, as you well know, can be punishable by death. The Rivers family can't afford this risk.
If you are going to kick my son out today, then we'll split the family. Then, let's split the family.
You venomous woman! I am not dead yet! And you are already thinking about splitting the family! What are your intentions?
I've been married into the Rivers family for decades. I've always been respectful to you. I know my status is low, so I've kept my head down everywhere. Put yourself in my shoes. My husband is not your biological son, but every time something goes wrong in this family, you always talk about kicking my son out of the house. Today I'll do as you wish, and split the family. Whatever crimes our branch commits, at the very least, it won't implicate the main branch.
You dare! How dare you!
If it were the heir in trouble today, your precious grandson, would you still abandon him?
Outrageous! Andy, just listen to what your wife is saying! Today, you will divorce this venomous woman!
Mary has done nothing. I cannot divorce her! Mother, if you insist on throwing my son out of the family today, then you can throw our whole family, kick us all out together!
Father, Mother, you don't have to. Do this for me.
Mother, you are just afraid Andrew will ruin the family's name. If that is so, splitting up, why not?
Fine! Fine! Then we split!
Miss, I didn't think Mrs. Rivers would buy a house so soon. We got a new home so fast.
Madam, what are your orders?
Spread the news of the Rivers family splitting up as quickly as possible. Make sure everyone knows about it.
What? Yes. You must emphasize.
That Andy's family was forced to be kicked out of the house. Make it sound tragic as you can.
Yes.
Sir, the exam cheating list has been published. You are not on it. But, even though your paper was posted by the Ministry of Rights, the content of your answers and the leaked key are not the same. People still suspect you of cheating. So, the Ministry announced, you must retake the essay, and His Majesty will proctor.
Isn't this a good thing? With His Majesty clearing your name. Then the others wouldn't dare say anything else.
Looks like I got a blessing in disguise this time.
By the way, sir, Mr. Victor Thomas is on the cheating list.
Got it. You may leave. I reported him. But I didn't frame him. He secretly bribed the examiners. He deserves to be punished.
Husband, when did you start suspecting Victor Thomas?
It was after the Rose case. I began to fully suspect him.
Don't say I never think about you, bro.
Will got these exam questions and thought of you right away. Brought them straight to you.
So Victor Thomas made sure to emphasize that will gave you the exam questions.
Whether it is the Rose case, this exam scandal, or the earlier Celestial Jade affair, it seems like Victor Thomas is totally uninvolved. But if you think about it, he is the one behind it all, pulling the strings.
The exam scandal, this whole thing. You leaked it, didn't you?
I just got the ball rolling.
Did he figure out that much?
Actually, I just told Mr. Lewis. I didn't expect Mr. Lewis to be so perceptive and meticulous.
Husband, you accurately predicted Madame Rivers' reaction to successfully split the household. This move of yours was played beautifully.
I didn't fight for the Celestial Jade. And in the Rose case, I got out unscathed. Victor Thomas was counting on this exam scandal to completely destroy me. I really don't understand why Victor Thomas wants to frame me so badly.
Behind Victor Thomas, there must be someone else. There must be someone behind Victor Thomas. Husband, do you remember that day at St. Serenity Abbey when I was kidnapped? All of these incidents obviously aren't aimed at the Rivers family.
You were saying, Victor Thomas seems to be targeting me. But he is actually aiming at.
Prince Henry.
Andrew is much smarter than I thought. He is quite suited for the courtly life. Since His Majesty is supervising the exams, you'll have to prepare well, husband.
Taking this chance to visit the palace isn't a bad idea.
Sir, I am innocent! Please, give me justice!
Who are you?
I am Victor Thomas. I swear to God, I never cheated. May I ask, sir, why am I on the list of cheaters?
Why don't you think carefully about what you've done?
I have a clear conscience. Please, be clear, sir.
Victor Thomas, the court strictly forbids seeking patronage. You are stripped of your title and banned from exams for 5 years. Compared to the others, this is considered light.
You must be Andrew Rivers.
Yes, Your Majesty. I am the humble Andrew Rivers.
Raise your head. I heard that you are the one who placed as head scholar. I want to see if you have real talent or if you are a fraud.
I, Andrew, am willing to be tested.
Good. I look forward to seeing your true abilities. Bring paper and pen.
Blessings to Her Majesty the Queen. Greetings, His Royal Highness.
Oh, you child, come here. Let your aunt have a good look at you. Look at how wronged you seem. Is it Andy Riv? Is it Andy Rivers bullying you again? Your aunt will stand up for you.
Andrew treats me very well. It is just that Lottie missed her aunt.
Is someone cursing me? Number Charlotte must be missing me.
Are you still taking that medicine?
Don't worry, Mother. I've already stopped.
Cousin Henry, what medicine did you take? Did it do any harm to your body?
Thank you for your concern, cousin. It is a poison I found by chance on the battlefield. For a short period of time, it makes my pulse weak. But I have the antidote. As long as I don't take it long term, it won't do much harm to my body. Thank you for the heads up this time. But how did you know, cousin, that my father has been suspicious of me?
If I told them in the past life, the prince killed himself, the queen burned in her palace, and the loyal Victoria family all met a tragic end, they'd definitely think I've lost my mind. To be honest with you both, I once bumped into the princess.
You mean Her Grace?
Aunt, you and the princess are indeed quite close. To convince the princess to support Cousin Henry, we must first mend your relationship with her. That day, while praying at St. Serenity Abbey, I accidentally ran into Prince William, visiting the princess.
Will usually acts like he doesn't care about anything, to think he is secretly meeting with the princess.
The princess, she called. You foolish aunt. She is right. I was a fool. For all these years, I couldn't see my husband's true colors. Grace, are you blaming me for not taking your side back then? Good girl. I have you to thank for this.
Aunt, great things require bold steps. Please don't blame Charlotte for lying.
You can't even do a simple task. What use are you?
Maxwell said to find the princess a disfigured woman. Could it be her?
Charlotte Sinclair!
Why do I keep dreaming about Charlotte Sinclair lately?
Lord Eyre, you must have had a nightmare. Have some tea.
Who are you? Why are you trespassing in my room?
Please calm down, Lord Eyre. My name is Lark. Lady Rivers sent me.
You're the bedmaid my mother arranged.
Yes.
Get out!
Charlotte Sinclair.
Come in.
Madam, the person has been rescued. She is in the backyard. That Mary must have found Princess Grace unbearable. She pretended to have smallpox and was driven out by the princess. I found her at the mass grave.
Let Mary rest for a while first. We can finally meet the princess.
Sir is back! Sir is back! Sir is back! Sir is back! And he is the head scholar!
This husband of mine really is quite capable. This hairpin was a gift from my husband.
Oh, I just saw it when I was walking around. It was really cheap. If you don't like it, just throw it away.
I actually really like begonias. Then help me put it on, husband.
Me?
Huh?
How does it look? Is it pretty?
It is beautiful. I'm gonna go make my bed.
Wait. It is getting a bit chilly. From now on, husband, you don't have to sleep on the floor.
What do you mean?
You can sleep in the bed.
This bed is so soft and sweet-smelling. Is this really my bed?
Lottie, if I snore while sleeping, just kick me right off. But don't worry, I am a very quiet sleeper. And I absolutely won't take the chance to make a move on you.
Shut up. Go to sleep.
Such a prude. So proper, even in your sleep.
Andrew, get off me.
Just a little longer.
You sure sleep soundly. Looks like my husband is perfectly healthy. Maybe you should keep sleeping on the floor.
My lady, don't be mad. Listen to my excuse. Let me explain. Mother, I only ranked first as head scholar. I am not top scholar. Making such a big fuss. If in the spring exams I don't perform well, I'll be a laughingstock.
Are you saying you are aiming to be the top scholar too?
Well, it is not entirely impossible.
Oh, my sweet boy, getting head scholar is already great enough. Don't think about what ifs. Let's keep our feet on the ground.
Who says only a top scholar can throw a party? We just moved into our new home. Mother, you could host a housewarming party. It'll let everyone know that we've branched off and are independent now.
Great. All right, let's do it.
My wife is absolutely right. Welcome. Welcome.
Congratulations.
Brother, you came in person.
Father and mother are busy, so I came to attend the banquet instead. Where is your wife?
She is in the main hall entertaining guests. Brother, please come inside.
Who shows up at someone's door asking about their wife?
Charlotte.
Lord Eyre, do you need something? If you need a quiet room, I'll have a page take you.
I came looking for you.
Looking for me? What does Lord Eyre want with me?
About the bride swap, I am truly sorry. Name your compensation. As long as it is reasonable, I'll give it to you.
Is James Rivers apologizing? Did something mess with his head?
Are you sure?
As long as it is within my power.
30,000 taels. Just 30,000. Our past grievances will be written off.
Charlotte Sinclair, why have you become so materialistic?
Could it be that in her eyes, the position of Lady Eyre is only worth 30,000?
Wait.
Is there something else, Lord Eyre?
If I agree to this, does that mean from now on we're completely done?
Since I dream of Charlotte every day, maybe she is the root of the problem. If we settle the score, will I stop having those dreams?
Of course.
I agree.
James Rivers really lost his mind. Something is wrong with his head.
Darling, in just a few minutes, you made 30,000 taels. You're truly a business genius.
Why were you eavesdropping?
I couldn't help it. My wife was about to be stolen away.
Just now, since you heard it all, why keep quiet?
I was afraid I'd ruin your business. Darling, if you really love money, I'm quite well off too. From now on, my savings.
You too. Why did you ditch the guests and slip away?
Charlie, what is wrong?
I need to talk to Sis.
Alright, you guys talk. I'll get going.
Charlie, what is it? Did something happen at home? Or are your spring exams preps not going well?
Lady Faye is pregnant. Mom isn't feeling well either. Sis, if you have time, you should go visit Mom.
What about Dad?
I don't know what is wrong with him lately. He is obsessed with antiques. He is always with people Aunt Faye introduces, locked up in his study.
Charlie, just focus on your spring exams prep. Try to stay away from Aunt Faye.
In my past life, Charlie crossed pregnant Aunt Faye, and she almost had a miscarriage. Since then, Dad hated Charlie. Then, in the royal court, he was framed. My dear Charlie, when he died, he wasn't even 24. In this life, I won't let that happen again.
Charlie, whatever you do, think twice before you act.
Miss Julia, do you love His Royal Highness too? Why? Do you think, Emily, my family isn't as good as yours, so I am unworthy?
When did Julia fall for Cousin Henry?
Lord Eyre, is something on your mind?
It is nothing. Just a little tight on money lately.
Then why didn't you ask me about it?
Miranda, what is this?
My dowry from Lady Miranda. I don't need it now. Take it for emergencies.
Miranda, I won't let you down.
Still short. 3 or 4,000.
Who let you in?
Please calm down, Lord Eyre. I took it upon myself. I feared you'd catch a cold, so I...
All right, step down.
Is something on your mind, Lord Eyre? I just want to help share your burdens.
How could you possibly help me?
That is surprising. In such a short time, he actually scraped it together.
He borrowed from a loan shark.
What? You are saying James borrowed from a loan shark?
Who told James to borrow from a loan shark? Isn't this obviously a setup?
Have someone tell him. Find out exactly who he is associating with.
You're expecting now for such little things. Just let the servants handle it. Why make the trip yourself?
What the servants pick can't match Lord Eyre's taste. Besides, I wanted some fresh air. Sister.
Miranda. Miranda.
Lord Eyre, what would you and your lady like to see? Show us some jewelry sets. Please wait a moment. I'll bring them right over. Sister, the doctor says, this baby is very likely a boy.
In that case, I should congratulate my little sister early.
My lady, take a look.
A set like this must cost a few hundred taels.
These don't seem to be anything special.
Please wait just a moment. We have even better ones in store. My lady, take a look at this. This is our shop's crown jewel.
What perfect timing. I get to enjoy a good show while I am out.
This one is pretty nice. Let's get this set.
How much is this set?
It is just 2,000 taels.
Miranda, I think this set doesn't really suit you.
One moment, please. We have other sets in the store. Take a look at this set. It is a gold filigree set. I think it suits the lady perfectly. This set is only 900 taels.
This one isn't great either.
Gold is too tacky. It is too unrefined.
We also have a silver set, and it is only 200 taels.
Something so cheap, who'd even want it?
Miranda, I don't think either of these sets are quite right for you. How about we check out another shop? We'll surely find something you like.
Who said they're no good? Looks fine to me. Who says they're no good? They look great to me.
Worn by Charlotte. They look beautiful.
Since Big Brother doesn't like them, I am not stepping on any toes. Shopkeeper, wrap all 3 sets up. I'll take them all. Today. I just want to make my wife happy.
This is too much.
This time, I think it is perfectly appropriate.
This guy, he is really standing up for me.
It is too expensive. A one set is enough. I think the silver one is nice.
Adults don't make choices. I'll take all 3.
No wonder they say, Master Andy is so generous.
Miranda.
So handsome and so loving. Oh my, Mrs. Rivers, you have a great eye. You married the right man. I'll wrap them up right now.
Thank you, Andrew. Do you remember what I said on our wedding night? I said my life would never be worse than Miranda's.
I remember.
Andrew, I am living a great life right now.
Lord James, I've already given you 3 extra days, but you still haven't delivered the money. So I had to come pay you a visit.
I only borrowed 3,000. How did the interest make it 15,000? This is nothing but pure extortion.
$15,000, James. Why did you take out a loan?
What is done is done. What is the point of dwelling on this now, Mother? Don't worry about it. I'll handle it myself.
How are you going to handle it?
It is an easy fix. If you can't pay up, Lord James, this manor looks good to me. Just sign it over, and we'll call it even.
Madam, are you all right, madam?
Mother, there is absolutely no way you are taking this manor. Give me a few more days. I'll find a way to settle this.
There's really no need to make things so ugly. As for the debt, we could even just write it off.
What is the catch?
Our boss would like to meet with you to discuss a business deal.
Lord James!
You did it on purpose!
I have no idea! How did I anger you? Please tell me, my lord!
I knew the loan interest was sky high! You talked me into it! What are your true intentions?
I have no idea!
Mary, is that you? Your Highness, it is me. I thought you were dead.
Ma'am, who exactly is Mary?
Mary used to be Her Highness's most favorite maid when the late king fell ill. Her Highness personally went to St. Harmony Abbey to pray. Mary was supposed to go with her, but she had a sudden stomachache, so she stayed behind at the palace. By the time she returned, the late king had passed away and passed the throne to Prince Edward, who is now the king. Upon her return overnight, she went from being the most likely heir to the throne to not only losing her father, but becoming a thorn in the new king's side. She had to seek refuge in the abbey to hide. It has been over a decade.
Mary, who did this? To your face? Your Highness, I did it to myself. Back then, I witnessed Prince Edward's treason, but I couldn't do anything. Even though I survived all these years, I've always been missing you. I just wanted to see you again. I would have died in Grace's estate long ago. Charlotte Sinclair saved the most important person to me. Then I shall grant her wish. Miss Sinclair, the princess will see you now.
Your Highness, did you ask for me?
Charlotte Sinclair, you are quite impressive.
What do you mean, Your Highness?
The partnership you proposed earlier, I accept. But even with my consent, how do you intend to persuade your aunt and cousin?
Rest assured, Your Highness, my aunt hopes to make peace with you.
What about this? Are you interested?
He is on here too.
Though I am in this abbey hidden away, my eyes and ears are all over Northgate. This here is a list of Prince William's phantom envoys. The phantom envoys. The phantom envoys. Though outwardly appearing utterly loyal to him, if you dig carefully, you will certainly find their weaknesses.
It seems allying with the princess is indeed a wise move.
You've seen the list yourself. There are people on it you'd never expect. And also, be careful of Lord James.
Thank you for the guidance, Your Highness. It is New Year's Eve. Shall we go float some lanterns?
Sure.
Don't you think? This is a bit boring.
Whether it is boring or not depends on who I am with.
Andrew, I am really happy today.
Me too.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's Eve!
Let's go. What did you wish for?
It won't come true if I say it.
All right.
Then please let all of Charlotte's wishes come true.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go home.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Putting some medicine on.
I can do it myself.
Is my Lottie getting a little shy?
It is just some medicine. Why would I be shy?
Okay. Why is it so cold?
All done. Thanks for doing this.
Can I get a reward then?
What kind of reward?
Could you maybe give me a kiss? Kiss me.
Well. Then close your eyes. There.
I thought you'd kiss my cheek. Didn't expect you to kiss my lips.
Alright, stop it.
Lottie, I am ready. Can you kiss me again?
Andrew.
Then wait till after my exam. Deal?
Get out.
Lottie, I am ready. Can you kiss me again?
Miss Sinclair. Why is your face so red? Do you have a fever? I know, miss. The son-in-law went to his exam today. Are you missing him already?
Madam.
Oh my goodness. Why do you always appear out of nowhere?
I always appear out of nowhere. You were just lost in thought about Master Rivers.
Over at Northgate Manor. What happened?
Ever since Lady Rivers fainted last time, she hasn't been doing well. Also, I heard. Lark was made a concubine.
Is there anything else?
Oh, right. Mr. Lewis has been arrested.
What? Mr. Lewis? Why?
Word is, it is bribery and corruption.
Look into this thoroughly. Find out what really happened.
Understood.
His Majesty the King! Her Royal Highness, the Princess!
I arrived a little late. I hope I didn't spoil the mood for your Majesty and the Queen.
We siblings haven't seen each other in a long time.
I hand-copied these Buddhist scriptures as a gift for your Majesty, wishing your Majesty a long life.
You've put a lot of thought into this, Grace.
My craftsmanship is poor. I started preparing this gift half a year ago. It was just finished a few days ago. I beg your Majesty's pardon.
You are still recovering. Such a trivial matter. Why do it yourself?
I am glad your Majesty likes it. Father.
I also have a gift to present.
Your Majesty, you don't know this, but Prince William has really put a lot of thought into your gift.
Is that so?
Father, I have heard that this celestial jade is a divine talisman from the heavens that can bless our grand land with peace and prosperity. So I secretly kept it to give you a surprise, Father.
Where did this jade come from?
To answer you, Father, from Witchmount.
I found out through divination that just outside Northgate, towards the northeast, something unusual is going on.
Just outside Northgate, what lies to the northeast?
To answer you, Your Majesty, it is Witchmount.
Witchmount? Rowan has put a lot of effort into this.
Why is Father reacting this way?
This is bad, Lord Heir. Lady Miranda had a miscarriage.
What?
James. Our baby. It is gone.
Miranda, we'll have another child.
Lord James, the doctor said it was a fully formed boy. Lord James, you have to seek justice for me.
It was Lady Miranda. She fell on her own.
Don't think just because you are her maid, I wouldn't dare touch you.
Lord James!
My lady, Lord James has been unconscious for 3 days. He hasn't woken up once.
What has Northgate Manor done to deserve this?
Charlotte. Charlotte. Charlotte.
Lord James, thank goodness! You are awake! Where is my wife? Madam, Lord James is awake!
Thank goodness! My son! Finally awake.
Mother, why do you look so young?
You must be dreaming.
Mother, where is Charlotte Sinclair?
Out of nowhere. Why mention that woman? Right now, she must be gloating.
Mother, have Charlotte come here. I want to see her.
Why do you want to see her? Charlotte Sinclair has already married Andrew Rivers. My son, don't tell me you still have feelings for her.
Andrew Rivers?
Husband, you just finished the exams yesterday. Why not sleep a bit more?
Your husband? That is, me. Is getting ready for the final exam now.
Looks like you did pretty well.
Master, madam, are you up? Lord James is here. He is waiting in the courtyard.
What is he doing here?
I'll be straight with you then. You and Charlotte aren't a good match. You should let her go.
Whether we're a match or not is between me and Charlotte. What right do you have to say such things? Or are you saying that you regret it, James?
Charlotte and I had some misunderstandings. Brother, if you divorce Charlotte, I am willing to marry her and make her Lady Heir. As for Miranda Sinclair, I'll take care of it.
What do you take Charlotte for? She is a living person, not an object. Did you ever ask what she wants? No, you didn't. You have never even respected her at all. My place is humble. You are not welcome here. Please leave, brother.
Andrew, I'll prove it to you.
Why are you drinking here all alone?
I am sulking.
Mad at who?
James. Rivers.
He is completely crazy. Why do you even care? Why did James, after a 3-day coma, wake up acting so insane? Could it be James was reborn too?
Lottie, you are my...
Andrew, let go!
Lottie, I am sorry. I got carried away.
It is okay.
Then... can I kiss you?
Huh? What?
Lottie, your face is so red.
Your face is red too.
It can get even redder. Do you want to see... Lottie?
My lord, did you see Charlotte today?
Did you have someone follow me?
You made it known to everyone. It is hard for me not to hear.
Do less of this kind of thing in the future.
If I hadn't sent for you, you probably wouldn't have stepped foot in here. James, do you even remember I just had a miscarriage?
Miranda Sinclair! Do you really think I don't know how you miscarried? Do you really think I don't know you spiked my mother's food with slow-acting poison? Everything you've done, I know it all now.
What are you talking about? I don't know. Guards! Take this venomous woman and drag her away! Send her to the city magistrate's office right now! Who dares touch me? Miss! My Northgate Manor was almost destroyed by you!
Next will be His Majesty's questions. Charlotte, I finally made it here.
Why? Seek an official post.
I wonder if your majesty wants the truth, or a lie.
Before me, telling a lie is treason.
Then, If the truth is unpleasant, Your Majesty, will you spare me?
I pardon you.
The truth is, I want to be a high official, to protect my family from being bullied.
True. The manor already has an heir. We don't need anyone else to outshine him. Your mother suffers because of you. Your future. Or your mother. Make your choice.
The debt of my upbringing is one I can never repay. From then on, I had to give up the success within my reach. And play the fool.
And the lie.
To build the world's conscience, to secure the people's future, to carry on the wisdom of past sages, to forge peace for all generations.
First place in the top tier. Andrew Rivers.
Destiny is in your own hands. If you don't fight, how do you know you'll lose? You and I are in the same boat now. In this life, I refuse to live worse than Miranda Sinclair.
Then, what should I do?
Study. Pass the exams.
Lottie, I didn't disappoint you. After all.
Receive the decree. By the grace of heaven, the king decrees. As heaven and earth unite in virtue, harmony is achieved. You, Chancellor Lord Chan, Andrew Rivers' wife, Mrs. Rivers, born of a noble family, pure of heart, virtuous and prudent, diligent and gentle. Your husband has served the state loyally, achieving great merit. You have supported him well, fostering harmony among kin, an exemplary model of grace. We hereby grant this decree, bestowing upon you the title of second-rank noble lady, with the title Lady Graceful. Respect this.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
What about my reward?
What kind of reward do you want?